So let's watch Delusion at its finest. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number one is that you need to be making at least 130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay. I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. Oh, I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah, you have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm going to bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're going to be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. Like, and if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. Last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin, you know?
Okay. L- l- Let me hit with like a few statistics, and then we're gonna really break her down in this video. Uh, First of all, young lady, $130,000 will not be enough to raise your 3 kids. Oh, rewind. She's talking about dating. All these requirements that she has, she's talking about somebody that she's dating, that they have to get all this stuff first, then they can go and date her. I think she's trolling just to get a bunch of views and to get some TikTok money. I mean, that's the way I feel. I wouldn't be surprised if she got a store somewhere selling some merchandise or whatever. But I guess I think she's trolling. But since she put it out there, we're gonna go ahead and comment on it. Uh, Also, young lady, I looked it up, and statistically, in the year 2022, only 1.5, around about that percent of households in America made anywhere from 130 to $140,000. But she want her man to make that much. Not to really mention that most men peak at their earnings around in their 40s, 50s, making like 100,000. I can say myself, I didn't start making this type of money until maybe a couple of years ago, maybe something like that. So, and like I said, I'm in my 40s, but she wants a man in his 20s or 30s. But like I said, we're gonna break the video down first. Let me finish with my stats first. Uh, Young lady, also it said 90% of all the people employed made less than 125,000. And the cost of raising, the reason why I said that this this 130,000 is not enough. The cost to raise 3 children, basic cost, is about $65,000 a year, which is about $1.1 million over their lifetime until they turn the age of 18. So you want a man to make $130,000 and spend half his money raising your children. Not to mention if he got his own kids, or maybe he want his own kids. Maybe he don't want his own kids. That's why he gonna help you raise yours. He gonna simp out like that. Uh, like I say, she's delusional. Again, I think she's trolling, but again, hey, we're gonna run with it. So now we're gonna replay it again, and then we're gonna break down every little thing that she says.
these are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me.
Again, she's talking about dating, not marrying, not courting, but dating, not getting to know somebody, just coming in and say, hey, this is what I got. I want to date you. First thing, this car you got, how much money are you making? First of all, where your baby dad is at? That's what I want to know. First thing, why your baby dad is, I mean, that'd be the first question. The first question is where your children's pap is at. That's the first question. And why are they not being involved financially in your kids' lives? Maybe that's how she came up with 130,000. Maybe said the daddies are paying this much, so you need to pay 100. You need to come up with another 130,000. Maybe that's where she get this delusional crazy ass number from. But anyway, this car here, I see stains in the ceiling. This is not a fairly new car. This is an old car. I could tell by the seats. This is in the early 2000s, hell, maybe even late 90s. But this is like an early 2000s that you're driving. You have these nails that you did yourself. I can't stand these nails. These long nails with the square tips. This is the most retarded thing I've ever seen in my life. This is just ignorant. But anyway, let's keep going. But she is 26 and she is a baby, so let's keep going. Don't no man making a lot of money want no woman have her nails like that.
A single mom of 3 kids. Number one is that you need to be making at least 130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league.
Anybody's out your league just by looking at them nails.
How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay. I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. So I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, young lady. Based on your skin color and just being blackly honest, by the time you're 35, you're gonna look a lot older than I did when I was 35. Probably gonna look older than I do now at 47. Just based on, like I said, just your complexion. You're just a little lighter skinned than I am. Let's just keep it honest. Like I said, 35. She talking about 20 something to 35. At that age, most men don't make a lot of money at that age. So she'll be looking for that until she turns 35. And then you know what she's going to do? She's going to do like a lot of these gold diggers out here do. They're going to try to find them a young boy that's making some money, athlete, rapper, whatever the case may be, and gonna mess around and gonna let him clap them cakes, get pregnant by him, and then she'll be set for a long, long time. But until then, she's delusional. I mean, hell, look at this. Mouth open. Teeth ain't even straight. Come on now. You won't. Let's go.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. Oh,
Do you? And nowhere in this video does she talk about what she has. She talks about what you need to have. 3 cars and one has to be a freaking minivan. I really don't have a comment on that one. Man,
I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm going to bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So
8 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically, she talking about a third row of seats. Is that what she's talking? Boy, this child is deaf. She is a baby because Lord have mercy. Is that what she's talking about? A third row? Oh man.
that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're going to be dating.
Wait
Another
a minute, SUV and the vehicle of his own. Ain't the SUV his own?
requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. Like,
So 6 rooms. What you want to do? Like 2 bedrooms, 4 baths? No, she said 6 rooms. So we'll have a kitchen, a dining room, a living room. That's 3 rooms. 1.5 bath. That's 5. And then my bedroom, or I have 6 rooms, and your little ragged ass kids can sleep on the floor in every last one of them. I'm not understanding what the heck she's talking about. Like I say, she's got to be trolling because no one who's trying to make a point would articulate themselves this bad. Can't be, cannot be. But let's just entertain this for a second. 6 bedrooms is what she wants you to have, right? Let's just say that. Does she know how much it will cost to have a 6 bedroom house? Do you know how much the mortgage would be unless he done already paid the cash? And then again, if a man makes that much money, why would he want a single mother with 3 kids? Why? Well, he can go out there and have his own family because a man eventually is going to want to have his own legacy, not yours, not simping on yours. So like I say, 6 bedrooms. She got the master bedroom. I guess she want her own room, and then her 3 kids, and then you got a spare room somewhere. Okay, so basically, you want this man to take care of everything and have maybe 10% of his own house? Is you crazy? Well, yes, yes, he is. But again, just the mortgage alone, I'm going to go out on a limb because I don't have a 6 bedroom house. I'm gonna go out on a limb that says a 6 bedroom house would probably cost anywhere from 5 to shoot. I mean, depending on what neighborhood you're in, I'm gonna say about $7,000 a month. But you want him to make $130,000 a year and spend $65,000 on your children per year. The mathing is not mathing with this young lady with
And
the dirty ceiling in her car.
if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown. Like what? Duvalin.
Anyway, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, like I said, this was funny. This was entertaining. I hope a lot of these young ladies don't really believe in stuff like this. Man, I know there's a lot of delusion when it comes to modern day dating, which makes that doesn't make sense because with the price of everything, you got people who make 6 figures and got 2 jobs in order to pay bills, in order to buy things, but s- for themselves. But she wants a person to pretty much struggle, right? 130,000 and pay for her kids. You want your man to work all day, every day. You just never see him. You just want to be a kept woman, which I mean, that's fine if that's what you want. But the question is, what would you bring? What would you have to offer to that man? Don't say love and compassion and all that kind of stuff because that don't pay the bills. That don't make a dude happy. I tell you what, the one thing that'll make a man happy is to put him in that house first. Not your kids, not your mama, not your family, not your brother and sister. Put that man in that house first. And what I mean by that is you make sure he's taken care of, you make sure that house is taken care of before you handle anything else. Because there's a hierarchy of everything. And if you don't handle business the way you're supposed to be, that man will drop you off. But again, hey, she's talking about dating. So she's more delusional than anybody. She probably would have had more of a chance if she would have said, hey, if you want to marry me, this is what you got to have because I ain't trying to live in West Dallas, or I ain't trying to live in the projects, or I ain't trying to live in the hood. I'm trying to live in a nice, decent neighborhood. Hell, I want to live in a mansion, basically what she's saying. And for some reason, she feels she deserved that. I don't get it. But anyway, man, y'all tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below, share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you would like to support the channel, you can get super thanks, super chat, super stickers, and go to the description box or links there you can click on to help support us financially. Now, if you would like something tangible for your dollars, which most people do, you can go to marlonmorale.com or hit that shop button or hit that Shopify button and check out our products. What we have beard products, tote bags, fragrances, silk products, and much more. Check it out. You'll not be disappointed. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I will see you on the other side.